Hi, I'm Andy Paulin. I'm going to talk to you about PTSD. I am a combat veteran. I have over 42 minutes deployed in the combat zone. I'm also 54 years old, and everything in my life has not always been rainbows and lollipops. But what I want to say about PTSD is it can happen to anybody. Anyone can get it. Big events in your life, that'll get you PTSD. Car accidents, dog attack, mugging, all those things that reach you deeply inside can scar you. And I want to tell you it's okay. When this happens and you're living with these kind of things and you don't understand what they're all about, I would like to encourage anyone that goes through a traumatic event that's bothering them to talk with openness to others about the event. It's usually easiest if you talk to someone that has a shared experience or actually shared your experience with you. And sometimes it's scary because you'd be afraid to admit maybe that you were afraid or you didn't understand something about what had happened to you. And if you share it with them, often you'll find out that they're having the same experiences. They're having the same misgivings and they're haunted by the same things that you are. And I think that's the scary part about it, is that we're always afraid to admit that we have a weakness or a flaw, especially to our friends and our people closest to us, which really should be the easiest to express that to. But it's hard because you want to appear strong, you want to feel like you're put together and you're not worried about things, and you don't want to show weakness. But I'm telling you right now, the best way to help you deal with those kind of things is to share it with others that have the shared experience. Next, I'd like to talk about why people don't want to share. We talked about some of them. They don't want to be perceived as weak. They don't want to be judged. For me, being a combat veteran, people always want to ask about the combat. They want to ask about the real combat, whether I was shot at, whether I shot at other people, whether there were people killed. A lot of times, veterans that say, "Oh, I don't want to talk about it," because fear of being judged. When you talk to someone about things you've done that you're not proud of, and even if you had to kill a human being, another human being on the face of this planet that was evil or was attacking you and you did it in self-defense, you still know that killing is wrong inside and you're afraid you'll be judged, so you don't want to talk about it. And the other reason they don't want to talk about it is I could explain it to you over and over again, but you probably wouldn't understand it the way I want you to, and that would just cause me anger. Well, that's the way a lot of people feel when they go through experiences like this. If they don't feel that they're connecting with the people that they're explaining it to, they just won't share because it's frustrating. And that inability to express your feelings to others or to get the feedback that you'd like to get from that interaction can cause people to go into an isolationist mode where they just don't want to talk about it. And they feel like their problem is only their problem, no one understands, and they're all alone. Which brings me to my last point. Don't fear being judged. You are human. You will have feelings that are very much like every other individual that goes through the same experiences as you. If those other people can't deal with it, that's on them. You need to be you. Don't get caught up in a guilt racket, feeling guilty because you might be judged, or feeling guilty maybe because you survived an incident. It's not your fault. Many incidents are random and we don't have any control over them. What you have to do is forgive yourself and then forgive others. Forgive others for not understanding. They may never understand. That's not your problem. Your mission and your goal should be to accept that as part of your life, call it a learning experience, and let it help guide you in your decision making in the future so you can make better decisions and you can help others who may experience a similar thing. So accept that as being part of you. Don't get down on yourself. Don't be unhappy. It's part of your life. You've experienced it. Just that what happened to you is in your past, and your future is still ahead of you. If you stop living and working towards your future because of something that happened in the past, you're spinning your wheels. Be the best you today. Work towards your education or any other goals that you may have. Make yourself better and contribute to your society and help everyone. So that's what I'd like to encourage you to do. Get out there and seize the day.